In the words of Stomping Tom Connors, hello out there, we're on the air, it's hockey night tonight. Pre-season hockey returns to the hangar as the Swindon Wildcats are in town to face your TSI World Bees. The two teams met last night at the Link Centre where the Wildcats ran out 3-1 winners after 60 minutes of hard-fought hockey on what was a difficult ice rink last night. Who would have thought playing ice hockey in 30-degree heat in the first weekend of September, or second weekend of September, was a bad idea. We go again tonight on a colder rink. Everyone's wearing shorts and freezing at the moment, which is always a good sign, as we welcome the Wildcats in town. I'm joined by the man I left, what was it, 6 months ago now, 5 months ago? Tom Graham from the Wildcats, obviously Swindon Wildcats fan. You've joined me again, as you did for the last league game of last season, with the Wildcats in town for a pre-season challenge match, a pre-season for the players and for the staff, of course, as well. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, it's we did the last game of last season, and now we're doing the first game of this season. It's kind of a nice
symmetry to it.
Yeah, nice symmetry to it.
Obviously, we were both there last night at the League Centre for the first leg of this challenge series. For 40 minutes at 0-0, it was a very even game. The Wildcats breaking out in the end, 2 goals to Glenn Billing. But it was a night that both netminders, both who starting the backups, Brett Shepherd and Tyler Perry, they both had very good nights. Yeah,
they were both really solid. I think that's everything that Aaron Nell and Dongai would have wanted to see out of their backups. You know, that's what we want to see them doing when they're getting those opportunities to start. And and it wasn't an easy night, for the goalies either. That's a tough ice rink for everyone, and there were some big saves at both ends.
Big saves from goalies. Tyler Perry obviously returning to the Wildcats after 2 years with the Bristol Pitbulls. Brett Shepherd, only his second ever start at a National League level, so from the Slough Jets in the summer. Speaking of signings over the summer, let's go through the teams for you. First off, the home team tonight, the TSI World Bees. A lot of new faces in this lineup this year, and some returning old ones. They line up tonight. 2, Adam Rossbottom. 5, Oliver Nags. 9, Vanya Antonov. 12, Sam Cooper. 14, Jack Hops. 17, Harry Harker. 18, Ryan Webb. 19, Will Stead. 21, Marcel Balaz. 23, Don Gabai. 24, Dan Rose. 27, Josh Smith. 47, Edgars Landsbergs. 65, Harvey Stead. 71, Josh Kelly. 74, Liam Morris. 75, Brendan Baird. 94, Stuart Mogg. Netminders 36, Brett Shepherd, and 44, Griffin Priest. The only man not playing for the Beats tonight, number 91, Aidan Doughty. Doughty is back in training. We should be seeing him back in the next couple of weeks, maybe next weekend, but most definitely for the regular season opener. And Tom, a new Bees team this year, a lot of new faces, a lot from the Bison, obviously from last year, obviously because of circumstances that everyone knows about. But from last night, it feels a much better Bees team than what started the year last year. It's a lot more cohesive already.
Yeah, cohesive was definitely a word I'd use. Deeper. I think you look at the roster and then it's not just numbers, it's quality of the numbers there. And yeah, they felt a lot more organised than I feel when we played the Bees earlier in the season last year. There's certainly plenty of positives to take from that team, and there's a lot of cohesion. Obviously, it helps that you've got a few guys coming in from the same team as well, because you had guys who knew each other from last season, coming straight into the kind of new lineup.
Obviously, the one massive name missing from that lineup from last year is Brendan Walken. But how do you replace a man who nearly scored 50 goals last year? Vanya Antonov is obviously a very good replacement.
Yeah, and it was a man of the match performance from Vanya last night for the Bees. I think he probably struggled more than most with the ice pad actually, because we know his strength is his speed and his hands, and you couldn't really do that yesterday. But yeah, I mean, it's a huge signing at this level. He should be playing at this level, and it's great to see him back full time in this league.
And obviously tonight we do have the starting netminders, which means it's a first appearance in this ring for Griffin Priest, signed from the Dundee Stars over the summer. Moving on to our visitors this evening, then the Swindon Wildcats. They also have a few changes of their own, with a lot of new, similar old faces as it were now. They line up 3, Balin Pekosdi, 8, Alfie Druitt, 11, Chris Jones, 14, Dylan Lipsey, 16, Reed Sayers, 21, Luke Johnson, 24, Tyler Blues, 26, Gail Llewellyn, 27, Russ Cowley, 28, Stevie Whitfield, 61, Sam Godfrey, 71, Edgars Bebris, 72, Glenn Billing, 77, Josh Shaw, 78, Jamie Smith, 89, Thomas Malasinski, and 91, Colby Tower. On netminders for them, 30, Ready Mars, 62, Tyler Perry. The only 2 names not on that list of Wildcats this evening. Number 19, Aaron Nell. He's recovering from, Tom will quote me wrong on this in a minute, I believe it's hip surgery. He's expected back in time for the regular season, so don't worry. And Sam Bullis misses from last night after taking a hit in the first period off Harvey Stead that I think rattled him a little bit.
Yeah.
And Sam Bullis isn't the kind of player to go down and stay down here, so that must have been a big hit as the Wildcats takes the ice behind us. Tom, you saw the team last night. The depth scoring on this Wildcats team is scary when you look at it. The third line had Russ Cowley on it last night.
And Colby Tower.
And you still have Aaron Nell to add to it. I get a feeling they might have been a bit disappointed with the fact it was only 3-1 last night. You expect the Wildcats team to score, at least I do anyway. But the performance itself was there. They showed attacking presence.
Yeah.
The only problem, as always, with the early season Wildcats is the power play was a bit hit and miss.
Yeah, and it was a bit of an unusual power play line because you didn't have Aaron Nell in the team, so there were guys shuffling around. You had Russ Cowley playing a lot of the point time, Edgar Beveris getting a lot of time on that point. But yeah, I think it was a positive performance. I think you saw, obviously, it's good. Glenn Billing got both the goals on Brett Shepherd, and that's great to see Glenn get 2 goals in his return to Swindon, I suppose.
You jump ahead for this. I was going to say Glenn Billing obviously is probably for me probably the best signing for the Wildcats this summer. It's
a huge signing.
80-point man returning for the first time in, I believe it's a decade since he last played it for the Wildcats.
It feels it.
It feels it anyway. But it's a very solid signing and just adds more to that depth up and down the lineup. And obviously, Gail Llewellyn signed from the Bison, line mates with Colby Tower before when they were playing back home in Canada. Made a big impact for the Bison last year. Brilliant two-way forward.
Yeah.
If you get that Gail Llewellyn back for a full 54-game season, you are laughing.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, he showed a real physical presence last night. He looked really good on a line with Billing and Ballant Costi. And yeah, it's definitely it's a big signing. I know it's someone that Aaron Nell said he targeted early in the summer, and it potentially kind of does replace what they were missing last season, having that true power forward in the top 6, which maybe you lost by having Edgar Beveris having to shift back to D.
Well, as producer Nick, who was also in pre-season form, tries to tell me that I need to announce the officials. The officials for this evening are Mr. James Lyons and Mr. Stephen Matthews in the Water Wings of Power, and on the lines is Mr. Chris Edwards and Mr. Pavel Olchak as the Wildcats are on the ice. We just wait for our new look bees who are playing in black again tonight. There are reasons behind that.
Fair enough.
Let's just say we're missing a box of socks.
Oh dear. Pre-season for everyone.
Pre-season. Hey, the Raiders haven't got any of their kit. We're all right.
No, really. Didn't see that.
As Griffin Priest leads out the bees for the first time. And we're back in black. And we'll leave you with Match Night DJ Danny Purchard for the National Anthem. We'll be back in about 2 minutes' time. Pre-season for everybody, that's all we can say at the moment.
I think that'll be the motto for tonight, I think.
Yep. Anything it should just be, it's pre-season for everyone. We'll get there, at least we've got to have bugs now than when the games really matter. So this is the second of 4 pre-season games for both teams. The Wildcats have the Bristol Pitbulls next weekend, home and away at the Link Centre and in Planetarium Bristol. The Bees, of course, welcome the Raiders into town on Saturday night for the ever-active Shield. And third running of that before regular season play starts for both teams on the 23rd of September. It's the first chance for Bees fans to get a look at their team at home this season. A place that wasn't the happiest of fortresses last year. The Wildcats, of course, winning all 3 games. Oh, sorry, yeah, they won all 3 games.
No, we lost one. We lost one.
They won 2 out of the 3 games here. I tried to scrub it from my memory, particularly the one where Rennie Marr scored.
Yes, that did happen last year. No, we lost one on a Friday night.
That's right, it was the rearranged game after the power cut here in October.
Yeah.
One change to the lineups we did give you earlier. Like I said, we were missing a box of socks. Well, we're also missing Josh Smith's black B shirt in 27. So if you see a number 6 running around all night, that is Josh Smith in that one. As we just await the teams to come together. Rennie Marr at the end to your left of the screen for the first period here in red. Go for the Swindon Wildcats, Griffin Priest to your right for the Bees in black. As James Irons calls them in. And for the first time in 2023-24 we are underway in the hangar as the Wildcats come away with a puck from the first draw. Josh Shaw putting Antonov under some pressure. Comes back into the blue line, Berbis will collect. Whitfield tries to go through centre ice to Shaw, that misses through everyone. No icing called, also tries to clear, can only find Shaw. Bedbris unable to keep it in at the blue line, has to go back to Whitfield. Tower loses the handle for a second, puck flies up into the bench like a break and play. I think one thing I was told by both coaches last night was not to expect too much in the ways of lines this weekend.
Yeah, well, I can't speak for the Bees too much, but the Wildcats started with 2 completely different lines to how they finished last night, or changing them both of these lines. Chris Jones now centering Pekoski and Lebuele.
As Banaz brings the puck, he tries to add his own. Lebuele knocks it back in. Ross Bottom scored the Bees' only goal last night. Banaz, cross-ice pass. Finds goodbye, back to Nags. Loses out possession, Higgles the other way. 3-on-1 opportunity for the Wildcats. Away looks for his man. Option back. Tips in front, saved by Priest. Bundled in over the line. The referee has given it Stephen Matthews. And the first goal of the game comes at 57 seconds as the Wildcats take the lead.
Well, they all count, I think is the way I would say that. It was scrappy.
If you're going to score ugly is the saying.
Yeah.
Chris Jones bundling it home over Griffin Priest.
It was one of those, it came loose. Griffin Priest did want to make the first save. It was a bit of a probably scruffy execution on that 3-on-1 from the Wildcats, but you know, Chris Jones did want to follow it in, and I don't know how much he knew about it, but
it had a feel of it just sort of
hit him.
And gone
yeah,
in.
It's hit him and gone through, but like I said, they all count.
57 seconds is a lot quicker than last night's scoring escapades. The Wildcats on the charge again with Malasinski. Circles around the net. Through to centre ice, tries to find Sayers. He's a score away. Webb. Over to Wilstead. He gets his pocket picked by Malasinski. Shot on goal, saved by Priest. This time he'll hold on for the whistle.
Yeah.
I think I heard Jones from Llewellyn. I didn't know if there was a third assist on that.
I think it may have been Pekoski, but I couldn't quite hear. So yeah, I think a good tempo to the start of this game.
Well, the Wildcats
for sure.
have definitely come out the stronger so far. First 90 seconds of it so far. He will win the face-off to the left of Priest. Lipsy was away from it. Lipsy getting an assist on the second goal last night. He's on the line with Druitt and Jones at the moment. Rose will bring the puck away for the Bees. He's just unable to get anything going at the moment. A lot of empty sticks in the passing range from the Wildcats so far. Kelly fans on a pass, but it works to his benefit. He's almost deeks Druitt out. He'll bring it over centre ice. Flipped on towards goal. Mar will cover up. And the Bees will get at least some time at the far end of the rink.
Yeah. Well, the game last night was played. It was cagey, but competitive. This seems to be a bit more open already. I think players are starting to get their legs underneath them a little bit.
Yeah, it was one of the things, especially with the imports last night. It was a case of they all looked like or for the most part, they all looked like players who had been in the country about 4 days.
Yeah, they definitely did.
It's going to happen. This is why we have pre-season games. It's for scenarios like
exactly.
this.
This is why you have these games before they matter in 2 weeks' time. So
I think it's what I've always said with pre-season games, the results don't necessarily matter. The performances, however, do.
Yeah, the performances and getting that chemistry between not necessarily line chemistry, but just across the team.
Howard flips it out. Morris will lead it the other way after the pass from Cooper. Morris at the right-hand side, man training on the left, knocked away by a Wildcats defenceman. Cooper tries to go back to Mogg. Loose pass again, almost picked off by Beveris. Antonov will take it the other way. Going through centre ice, 3 men with him. Finds Wilstead towards the cross-ice pass. Misses everybody. Mogg was the trailing man. Now it's another breakaway for the Wildcats. Mogg getting back. Cooper will have to meet Lipsy. Lipsy shot off the shoulder crease. Off the plexi. Wildcats with it again, shot towards goal again, tip in front by Jones is saved by Priest.
It's a similar play. LeBoy picking the puck up, going to Jones in front of the net, and this time Priest able to stick the puck under his pad rather than popping it out the rebound.
Bear with us with the clock. They are working feverishly behind us to try and get all the graphics working.
Again.
Face off, won by the Wildcats. The Walleye collects in the face off drop. He gets the stick lifted by Balaz, the former Bison Imports meeting. Stead clears. Wildcats with it. Cosdy from his own blue line. Will set Loelle away. He chips it around Hops. Back up to the blue line. Shot from Blues, saved in front by Priest, and again loose puck. No one really there able to get away. Bees managed to scramble it away. Dubois gets a tip on cross-side pass to Blues. And Blues with a brilliant diving poacher to take it away from Dubois on what would have been a surefire breakaway.
That's a great bit of defending there from Tyler Blues. Just pick that off with a slide.
Balaz knocks it ahead, round Billing. Skates in, cross-side pass, finds Dubois. While shot is blocked in front. Ross bottom with Malasinski. Pole comes away with it and sets the Wildcats on the rush again. Good stick away by Baird. Puck goes over the blue line back in. Offside is the call. 15:47 to go here in first. The Wildcats leading 1-0.
Got to get a feeling that the Bees are just trying to get a foot in this game. The Wildcats' speed has just exposed them at the back a little bit, but they are also creating opportunities in the Swindon end. They're just not getting that final pass yet.
Yeah, the final pass was missing at times last night. It's been a slow start. Smith with the puck. Billing help him out. Brought away by Antonov. Antonov shot towards goal is blocked. Antonov still with it. Shot from a tight angle. Goes through everybody. Wildcats clear. Max over centre ice. He gets his pocket picked. Chipped ahead to Antonov. Baird. Up against the boards now. I believe Reed says it could be wrong there. Bit scrabbly there on the blue line. The team able to get control of the puck for too long. Loelle decides to go back. Good play there by Landsberg. He's able to break up a move at the right-hand side there from the Wildcats. And these will get possession through Morris. Morris up to Rose. Rose on the right-hand side. Shot across goal. Goes through everything in a way. Wildcats will return serve and come back the other way. Shot towards goal. Saved by Priest. Rebound. Loelle can't quite get on the end of it. Beveris with a hit against the boards on Rose. And the arm from James Irons goes up. 5:41, the time of the first penalty of the evening, and it looks like we might get another one.
I think it's going to be a board on Edgar Beveris.
I do apologise for the horn, you can hear it. We were warned about this. The Slough Ice Rink, the scoreboard has had issues with every time you try and do anything, the horn goes off.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
I was wondering, I just thought someone with a horn in the crowd.
No, pre-season. Edgar Beveris, 2 minutes, I believe, boarding was the signal there for James Irons at 5:41. So the Bees will go on the power play for the first time tonight. They did score one on the power play at the very end of the game last night from Adam Rossbottom. Otherwise, it was a 3-for-3 night on the penalty kill for the Wildcats until the last minute.
Yeah, I thought the Bees power play actually looked pretty good last night. Created plenty of chances. And perhaps could have had a goal before on the power play before the Rossbottom one, but yeah, obviously
they're definitely generating chances, and that's what you have to do at the moment.
yes.
Baird down low, Rossbottom manages to keep it in terms of clearance. Morris with Whitfield for company. Wildcats will clear it up ice. Prince out of his net to play. Has to get away from Tower, but the pass skips through Gabai's legs. Tower decides to go back. Baird finds Gabai. Gabai at the right hand side. Goes back to Balaz. Balaz from the blue line. Baird winds up far. His shot is blocked in front by Pekosdi. Attempted clearance is kept in by Brendan Baird. Balaz from the left hash mark. Goes back up to Gabai. Gabai shot through traffic. Blocked in front. Scramble in front again. Rossbottom's shot is blocked again. Minute gone on the power play. Wildcats can't quite clear it. It looks like we're going to get a delay of game here. So it's going to be 5-on-3 for 51 seconds. The scoreboard likes it.
Yeah, it looks like
delay of game I think was called. Yep. 6:51 on the clock for this one. Didn't quite see who it was, so we'll wait till it comes up on the scoreboard.
I think it's going to be Chris Jones. I'm not sure. Oh no, it's the man at the back. It's, I think it's Luke Johnson who's gone in.
5-on-3 for the Bees. The scoreboard's giving it as a goal. That's right, the linesman drops the puck. We haven't got it on the board.
And apparently it's 2-0.
Yeah, Luke Johnson, 2 minutes delay game has gone up on the board, 6:51.
Yep.
We've taken the goal off, we put the penalty on. Just Nick feverishly trying to make sure that goal does come up on the scoreboard, don't worry. This is kind of my fault, I made him do new graphics. These on the 5-on-3 shot, so it comes off the blocker and Marvin out the other side, Nog from the blue line. Down low, blocked, cleared, and about to take it away from on the blue line. Wildcats will change, under 30 seconds on the first of the penalties. Harvey Stead will bring it up through centre ice. Moves off to the right, leaves it for Antonov. Antonov has his blocked in front. I believe that was Colby Tower. Matt Mogg, cross ice. He's trying to scramble it in. Wildcats will get one man back. Mogg back to Antonov, winds up 5 shots, saved by Mara in front. 1 minute of 5-on-4. This would have been offside, so the Wildcats quite happy to go back. Bees will change up as well. Antonov up the right wing. Goes cross ice, that will find its way through to Balaz. Delayed penalty coming here on the Bees, I think.
I think it's on the cat.
No, it's on the cat. It's interference. It's Gerwell. Interference is called, so immediately back to 5-on-3 for the Bees. Gail Llewellyn 2 for interference at 8:10. So one 5-on-3 doesn't work. Let's have another go at it. 40 seconds of 5-on-3 for the Bees again. Wildcats win the draw, Bees are able to bring it away. Gabai, winning the point. Finds Baird. Gabai winds up, fakes the shot, goes down low. Gabai stepping in, down low to Balaz, fans on the shot. Bedbridge tries to clear. Baird collects. Morris, cross ice, misses everyone. Goodbye. Winds up again. Moves around. One player shot on goal is wide. 10 seconds left on the Luke Johnson minor. Goodbye. Baird winds up and fires. That one is over everything and wide. Wildcats return to full skaters again. Cross-ice pass takes a couple of deflections and comes away. Goodbye. Back on the blue line. Shot through traffic. Blocked in front by Jones. Baird down low to Morris. Rossbottom tries to go to Balaz. Bedros does a good job in the way there. Balaz finds Goodbye. Back to Balaz. Looks for an option. It's a very static power play this from the Bees so far. Baird away from one man. Loses the handle as he tries to go past the second. Goodbye. Finds Balaz. Wasn't ready for it. Steps in. Shot is blocked by Bedros, who didn't really have to move there. Balaz wheels his way in the zone. Shot saved by Marr. Baird goes for a shot through traffic. Marr sees it late, but it's wide for him. Balaz flips it towards goal, off the side of the net. Wildcats try and clear. 20 seconds left on the power play. Goodbye. Weaves his way around one. Round Bedros goes back to Rossbottom. Shot blocked in front brilliantly by Russ Cowley. Baird will load up again. Shot through traffic. Another block in front by Cowley. Goodbye. Wildcats return to full strength. Goodbye. Finds Balaz. Shot through. Takes a few deflections. Falls to Baird. He fans on the shot. Wildcats recover. Can't clear the zone though. They will get it out now. And some very tired legs get to have a change. That was a solid almost 5 minutes of 5-3 there.
Yeah, and it was the same group who were out basically from the from the second penalty all the way through. They didn't get out of the zone, so it's the same three guys: Cowley, Jones, and a D-man.
Wildcats will look to come the other way. Sayers knocked ahead by Malasinski. Cooper is there to collect, intercepted by Billing. Billing tries to go back to Sayers. Malasinski takes it away. Billing from a tight angle. Shot is off Wilstead's leg. Antonov will try and clear. Tries to set Smith away. Smith manages to get it away from Plouffe. Simon Plouffe stands a man up. Smith able to get the shot away, but it's wide of Mar's net. Held up in the corner now. Wildcats come away with it. Malasinski flicks it on ahead. Godfrey, in what can best be described as nosebleed territory for Sam Godfrey, was the man up ice. He goes to the bench. Antonov brings it to the right wing around Tower. Tower does a good job of getting in the way. I think the Lions might have done it there actually. Tower tries to go forward to Josh Shaw. Josh Shaw shot. Josh Shaw, brilliant backhander. And the Wildcats double the lead at 11:45. Sustained period of pressure for the Bees. They don't capitalise on it, and Josh Shaw punishes it at the other end. It's 2-0 Wildcats.
That is a superb finish from Josh Shaw, who he had a really good game last night. He looked fast and hungry for it, and yeah, he's taken his finish. That's a really good finish on the backhand. That's a really tough shot on a goalie with the size of Griffin Priest to go high there, and yeah, it's a really good finish.
That broke very fast there into the zone.
I mean, Josh Shaw, he looked quick yesterday, and he had a breakaway that got kind of ruined by the ice pad, and tonight he's not made sure he's got the shot off quickly and buried it.
It's got the potential to be one of those underrated signings that people miss out on. Is Josh Shaw.
He's only 17 as well, which just makes me feel old.
We are old. Tom, that's the problem.
We are at this point.
Pekowski back up to the blue line. Whitfield winds up, fires. Shot saved by Priest through traffic. He holds on.
I think we said it a bit though last year when we did a couple of games together. That the Bees do get these sustained periods of pressure, and they do look good and hold the puck in zone, but they just don't always take those chances, and then you get punished coming the other way. And I think it's something that it'll come as the chemistry comes, and obviously there's been a lot of changes to this roster, so it's going to take time to get particularly those special team units looking like they should. So there's plenty of positives that the Bees are able to keep the puck in for a sustained period, but you've kind of got to take advantage of that, and instead of it being a 1-1 game, it's now a 2-0 Cats lead.
It's one of those things, pre-season, Again, using it as an excuse again, pre-season, you expect it to take these times to go. You want it to be doing it now rather than through the entire month of October, which can affect teams negatively. I mean, you look at teams' penalty kills from last year. I think it was Telford's started bad and then never improved from now. I think it was better got above 70% again. The Wildcats come the other way up left hand side again. Shot on goal, saved off the blocker of Priest. Shaw nearly went for the second. Tower backhands it, goes through the Priest. Shot on goal, saved by Priest. Shaw finds Tower in front, that is blocked by Hops. Bees able to clear, Hops brings it through centre ice, and dumps it in the opposite corner as the Bees change. Wildcats with it, 6.5 minutes to go in the first period. Turnover in front. Again, not capitalised on. Baz putting them under pressure. And again, another turnover in front of Miles' net. Puck still loose and it's come out the other side. Wildcats try and clear. Kelly goes for the hit on Shaw, I believe. No.
It's Dylan Lipsey.
It is Dylan Lipsey. So many face catches, Tom.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Shot on goal. Blocked away by Mar. Collected by Ross Bottom.
Yeah, I think it's 4 aside on the face cage front today.
We'll get there. Goodbye in the corner.
Doesn't help when you have Russ Cowley who wears a face cage and is very much not a junior as well. Just to mix it up.
It's last season, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah, him and Stevie Whitfield.
Ross Bottom flips towards goal, takes the deflection again. Wildcats are with it. Druitt can't keep it in. Mogg pinching in. Takes it around the net. Loses an edge on the goal. Ross Bottom can't keep it in. Cosdy, I believe, will bring it out and chip it ahead. Priest settles it down for Kelly. Kelly's attempting clearance comes off the skate of Antonov. And Sayers will collect the loose puck. Whitfield over to Malasinski, he dumps it in. Into the far corner, Sayers goes to collect. Kelly loses his stick, finds Smith. Smith's clearance just goes under the stick of Whitfield. Whitfield v Antonov in a race, Rennie Meyer has to come out and collect it. And Wildcats recover. Sayers tries to go to Malasinski. No icing called there. Cooper loses out to Malasinski. Back up to the blue line. Whitfield, you hear the cries of shoot from the players down on the ice. That shot comes off the skate of Cooper. Malasinski again turns away from 2 Bees players. Picked off by Harry Stead. Smith tries to clear the zone. Does get out the blue line. And said he's cleared. I'm not sure on that one personally. Jones with it in the corner. Cooper takes a big hit from Llewellyn and the arm immediately goes up. Llewellyn will head to the box. 15:50 on the clock. And this is an issue Gail Llewellyn had last year. He hits like a train, but there are times on the ice pad where he picks the wrong spot, and that looked like one of them.
Yeah, it's been called charging, which I can understand. I think that's fair enough. And I'm certainly not going to argue with Stephen Matthews on a penalty call, because
no, obviously
I like Stephen Matthews.
You've interviewed Stephen Matthews as well, so it's, we've got to say nice things. Llewellyn sits a penalty, 15:50. The Bees will go on a power play for the 4th time in this first period. And you've got to feel that they've got to try and make one of these count.
Yeah, definitely. And you've got to make them count when you get multiple power plays in a period.
Third shot comes off the top of the glove of Mar and over. Goodbye keeps it in the blue line. Shot towards goal, falls to the stick of Morris. Morris towards the goal is blocked by Godfrey. Cowley will clear. Priest leaves it for Goodbye. Goodbye over to Balaz. Evades the D-man. Morris. Balaz with it. Round 1. Goodbye in acres of space. Don Goodbye fakes the shot. Goes for it this time. Tip in front and over the bar. Balaz. Goes cross ice. Finds Baird. Baird tries it on goal. Saved by Mar. County tries to clear. The Wildcats will get it clear at the second attempt and go for a change. 1 minute left on the Llewellyn minor.
Yeah, I mean, I think what you said there about Llewellyn is it's fair. He did have his fair share of penalty minutes last year. I think it's, I guess, what you're getting with him though. You know you're getting a power forward. He's going to score goals and he's going to be physical, but you are going to have that penalty issue as well.
Antonov, coast to coast, loose puck. Harvey thinks about it, goes to the shot eventually, saved by Marr again. Back out to Mogg. Wilstead with it. Midfield knocks him off the puck. That comes back to Malasinski. He will clear it the length of the ice. 30 seconds left on the Llewellyn minor. Bees will reset again. Harvey over to Will, who was the captain last night. I believe Harvey's captain tonight. As the Bees haven't settled on a leadership group just yet. Antonov. Back to Harvey finds Mogg. Harvey. 4 seconds left. I think it's going to be another kill for the Wildcats. As they shut it down. Shot finally comes. Takes the deflection front, goes behind the net. Wildcats back to full strength. Llewellyn at the box with it now. On the right hand side. Looks for an option. Waits a man. Goes to the front of the net. And that misses everyone. Tower crashing the net in front of crease. Luckily for the Bees. Bounces over the stick and wide. Harvey away from Llewellyn this time. Finds Landsberg. Landsberg's in on goal. Shot is blocked into the corner by Marr. Wildcats back the other way again. Tower goes to the pass, loses it out to Hops. I think Llewellyn with a shot. That's blocked again by Hops. Jones. Back up to the blue line where Clues are pinched in. Lee Morris does a good job of taking it away from him. Morris tries to get away from Chris Jones. Stop and go. Leaves it for Nags. Nags down low. And loses that possession. And then runs into a brick wall. Final minute of the first period. And that will be an icing call with 55 seconds left on the big clock at centre ice.
Well, obviously the Wildcats have this 2-0 lead. It's felt a fairly even game, obviously helped by, the Bees have had time and opportunity on the power play. It's felt, maybe with the Bees, so far it's been a bit too perimeter. I don't know what your view on that is, but it's felt like the shots have been coming from the outside and they haven't necessarily been getting, the Wildcats have been doing a good job of blocking the shots and clearing the net.
There's been a lot of shots. We both know that Aaron Nell is very big on his analytics.
Yeah.
And he will be loving this one because, like I say, it's a lot of shots from outside the hash marks in low percentage areas.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas the Wildcats' 2 goals have come from crashing the net.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where the Cats have had success on Crease tonight and on the Bees tonight. It's been getting to the net.
Hops from behind the Bees net. 30 seconds to go. Looks for an option. Retreats back behind his goal. Turned over. Antonov can't get it under control. Again, another cross-ice pass. That finds Say shots. That goes wide of Crease's left-hand post. Another heavy hit, and that's another penalty on the Wildcats. Thomas Malasinski this time. The wheel of penalty for the Wildcats really starting in this period. The Bees are going to regret not scoring. This is the 5th power play now for the Bees. 19:49 on the clock. Thomas Malasinski, 2 minutes for
boarding.
It was boarding.
It was boarding.
This is why you don't take your eye off the referee.
We say Aaron will be loving the analytics on the shots from the outside. He won't be loving the analytics on the. He won't be loving the penalty trouble that the Cats are getting in. Obviously, we've said tonight the result doesn't matter, but you don't want to be taking 5 minor penalties in a period.
And the thing is, the last 2 in particular have been
unnecessary.
Tired of it.
Yeah, and that's, I guess, understandable pre-season and all that, but yeah, it's not ideal.
Face off. Bees with less than 10 seconds to try and get a shot away. I think the Wildcats are going to see this one out. Puck goes through the crease and the buzzer will go to end the first period. A first period where the Wildcats have a 2-0 lead. As we say, from 2 goals from crashing the net. Valent Picolsy inside the first minute and a beautiful backhand from Josh Shaw. The Bees are going to regret having 5 power plays to start the first period and not really having a shot on any of note so far. It's a deserved 2-0 lead for the Wildcats here in this second pre-season friendly. Welcome back to the hangar for the start of the second period. The Bees are on the ice. We're just waiting for the Wildcats. The score after 20 minutes, the TSI Bees 0. The Swindon Wildcats 2 goals from, it's gone down to Chris Jones and Josh Shaw. I think that might have been changed.
No, I think it was Jones initially.
It was Jones,
Jones initially, yeah.
We haven't got shots on goal at the moment, but we will hopefully get to as soon as we can for that one. And then the slew of penalties there for the Wildcats in that third period. 5 in total, and one with Thomas Marcinski's there coming at the end of the period, meaning 1:49 on the power play for the Bees to start the second. An interesting chat I had on the way round with one of the Bees directors was saying apparently there was an email sent to all teams before this weekend saying that referee, the point of emphasis things we've had in the last few years. So obviously a couple of years ago it was checking to the head. This year the point of emphasis, funny enough, surprisingly, is boarding and charging.
Is it really? You wouldn't have known that from the officiating in that period.
As referee Steve Matthews calls them in, start the second period, and now wants to, for lack of a better term, play with his helmet.
Oh dear.
There was an open goal there, I absolutely took it.
Yes.
Yeah, point of emphasis was announced during the week of boarding and charging, hence why we've seen 3 close so far in this game. As we go again, 1:49 left on the Malasinski Minor. Edgar Bebris is just walking back to the bench below us to our left. We are underway for period number 2. The puck goes into the Wildcat zone. Mogg with it. Wilstead will wheel through the left-hand side. Whitfield for company. County able to take it away. Mogg pinches in and keeps it in the zone. Bee still with it. Shot in front by Harvey. Wilstead goes back up to the blue line. Harvey there with the C on the shirt for tonight. Goes back to Mogg. Harvstead from the hash mark. Shot through traffic. Saved by the leg and mark. Loose in front. Wildcats try and clear. Harvstead will keep it in. Off to the board. Down low to Antonov. Back up to Mogg. Harvey Stead, I shouldn't miss right. Shot in front is blocked by Billing. To say that was slapped straight at him is an understatement. Just under a minute to go on the Malasinski Minor. Stretch pass through centre ice. Doesn't quite go to take. Whitfield's able to knock it back to Tower. He loses out. Morris sends Antonov in the other way. That pass jumps over the stick of Morris. Shot towards goal. Antonov is escorted out of the club by Whitfield. Puck comes down to Balance from the goal line. Back up to Gabai, winds up, fire, shot through, tips in front by Antonov, but it goes wide. Puck knocked loose, Morris. Down to Antonov. And he goes back to the coach, Gabai, steps around Llewellyn. Llewellyn stands his man up. Llewellyn knocks it ahead as the penalty expires. Wildcats return full strength for the 5th time tonight. Whitfield into the zone. Again, nosebleed territory for Whitfield. Shot on goal because he crashes in there, but it goes wide. Bees have a chance. Stretch pass well intercepted there by Chris Jones. Loose pass will leave Shaw on his own. Shaw drops it off to Crosby. His no-look pass goes straight to Stuart Mogg, who was the last man off the bench. Mogg. To Goodbye, down to Ballas, Master Ball shot, great glove save by Marn, loose in front, Mogg has a tap, as the whistle goes. Marn will hold on, 17:39 to go in the second. Shots on goal in the first period, there were 11 on Rennie Marr in that first period, and 10 on Griffin Priest in the Bees net.
Feels about right.
Feels about right. I think we might have been a little bit generous there towards the win, but then again I remember we had 4 power plays in that period.
Yeah, and I think the Bees probably had more shots, but there was a lot of
quality
blocks.
of them.
Yeah, there was a lot of blocked shots. We said they were quite perimeter, particularly on those power plays, and I think
they've already changed that up at the start of this second. Let's hope it continues. The Wildcats win the draw. Knocked loose, Landsbergs spins back in front. Mark gets there ahead of Webb. Sayers able to find Malasinski. Malasinski up the left hand side. Mogg to beat. Cross-ice pass. Shot is through Priest off the post and out. Almost a third for the Wildcats there. Smith keeps it in. Down to Malasinski. He loses possession as the spot gets picked. Bees the other way. Shipped ahead by Webb towards goal. Marr will cover it up as Landsberg is circling. And the Wildcats go very close to finding a third.
Yeah, and once again, it's the Wildcats going into the net hard. Malazinski there just finding, I think it was Billing at the back post, just crashing the net, and you've almost got a third goal there. I think that's what Don Garai will probably want to see more from the Bees in this period, because it's what the Wildcats did well in the first period, and that's why they're 2-0 up.
Cowley wins the draw. Tower brings it away. He's tripped, arm up in the air, and this will be the first power play of the night for the Wildcats. I'm not going to say it was an obvious trip, but we could see it from here. Vanya Antonov heads to the box. 2 minutes for tripping. 23:02 is the time of the penalty. The Wildcats will head to the power play for the first time tonight. 0 for 5 last night. And first chance this evening. And they win the draw. Cowley finds Sayers. Back to Cowley, winds up fires, that's wide of the net. Bees can't quite clear it. Sayers down to the goal line. Tower finds Sayers again. Around the net. Lays one hit, goes back to Tower. Cowley from the blue line. Kozik back to Tower, steps in. Shot in front, and that is the third goal for the Wildcats, as easy as you like. 23:40. And I believe that's Reed Sayers, but we'll see in the replay.
Looked like Reed Sayers to me from here. Tight angled shot. We'll have to see how this goes in on the replay. Or not.
Pre-season producer Nick.
But yeah, it's a well-worked move. But again, we said it with the Bees, where they were taking the shots from the point and through into traffic. The Cats have moved the puck out into that slot area, and Sayers he's a good finisher in that part of the ice.
Again, it's like we said, it's the difference between the Bees' power play chances all being from outside and just blast from the blue line and tips in front. The Wildcats go straight up the other end, crash the net, and it's 4-0. 23:50, and Gerald Llewellyn goes to the right areas and smashes it home for the Wildcats' fourth.
Yeah, and
here it is, the cross-ice pass straight to Llewellyn. Priest has nothing to do about it, he's all at sea. Jones beats the man.
It's a good finish from Gerald Llewellyn. I'm just looking down the far end, and Griffin Priest has not got up after the goal, and this is concerning for the Bees.
Priest had to really throw himself across for that fourth goal.
It's a good finish from Llewellyn. He's gone. It's high. It's a tough from that position. It's tough for any netminder. But yeah, this is a concerning moment. And Brett Shepherd is warming up by the Bees bench right now.
The thing is as well with this is in pre-season there is, if Priest is hurt, we don't know yet. But if it is hurt, there is no point in risking. You saw it with Sam Bullis last night. Exactly. He took that heavy hit. You didn't see him the rest of the night. Nell and Doughty we know aren't playing in this because of injuries.
No, exactly.
Producer Nick has found the third goal for you, everyone.
Yeah, well,
it's a tight angle. It's a ridiculously tight angle.
It's a tight angle, and I have to say, I was going to say it before. Obviously, the Cats got the quick fourth goal there. It's really good work. You can't see it on that replay, but from Colby Tower, just to keep that puck alive and moving into Sayers' stick, because he fumbled that puck and managed to just get the pass off anyway.
It shows that, again, similar to what you said. It shows the difference in approach. The Bees were kept outside and just hopeful tips in front, where the Wildcats tonight it's just been let's go straight to the net. Yeah,
and part of that is without Aaron Nell on the power play, Russ Cowley hasn't quite got that shot, and that Aaron has. So you've got to change that approach slightly, and it's worked for them there. And it looks like is this going to be
is back up to one leg anyway. We can just tell you that off camera, but I wouldn't want to risk him if he's hurt anything at this point.
No, Brett Shepherd played well last night, and
Brett Shepherd was fantastic last night. I mean, the two goals he did give up. One was a unlucky one where it squeezed under his left arm. Here's the fourth goal again for Jones. Cross-ice pass, Llewellyn.
Yeah.
I think Llewellyn just catches Priest's hand. I'm not going to say this as
No, it's not intentional.
It's not intentional. Llewellyn has just gone over to Priest.
Yeah, it looks like
I think even he realised he must have caught him.
I think it looks like Priest is carrying on. Shepherd's gone back to the bench. So. Looks like he's okay.
I would say nothing intentional. That was only when I saw it on the replay. You can see it as because it's just the nature of that goal. The cross-ice pass and the Welle cutting from that angle left to right.
Yeah,
that's
he's coming in. He's coming in. He's a big unit as well.
He's a big boy. You see it in so many times over the years, goals like that.
Yeah.
But Priest is up. He will give it another go. Country Walk clock says 23:50 the time of that goal for Gail Llewellyn. 4-0 Wildcats. And you'll have the puck down in your own zone. Smith goes back to Llewellyn, loses the puck this time. Turned over again though, Morris unable to keep hold of it. Lipsy. Back to Godfrey. Llewellyn. Round one finds Jones. Hops takes the puck away from him for a second. Jack Hops playing for the Bees full time this year. He is on a two-way still with the Stretton Redhawks. He'll only play for the Redhawks when the Bees don't have a game, which obviously in an 11-team league is
rare.
Regular, I think.
Well,
there's going to be a
semi-regular, yeah. There's going to be a few.
Enough to make a playoff push for the Redhawks, I believe.
Yes.
Llewellyn takes a big hit, and it's like watching a walnut bounce off a rhino. Liam Morris, that one was not your best hit. Jones away from Landsbergs. And that pass is Aaron. Goodbye, tips ahead, no icing. Godfrey. Jones. Pass is picked off by Harker. Harker, still at the one, tries to go cross eyes. Webb will not get there. The clearance from Godfrey hits Llewellyn. Llewellyn will then clear it the second time, asking perfectly played to Reed Sayers. Reed Sayers, round one, D-man gets tripped. And the Wildcats will head to the power play once more. 25-19 on the clock.
I think again we can say you've got to call that really.
Yeah.
But he's taken one for the team there because Sayers, if you don't make that trip, it's through on net. So.
Josh Kelly sits 2 minutes of tripping there.
You know, it's a good penalty because otherwise your goalie's facing facing a guy bearing down on him. So.
And again, like I say, it's one of those penalties where it's the only play he really had.
Yeah, exactly.
So the Wildcats 1 for 1 already. They win the draw. Sayers can't find Cowley this time. Bees will clear the zone with goodbye. Cosdy will turn and go the other way. Cowley drops it off the tower again. Cowley down low to Precosdy. Finds Shaw. Shaw with a big hit from goodbye. That one should have been called. Precosdy doesn't like it. Brendan Baird is going to stand up for his coach. And here we go. Precosdy instead. I believe Josh Shaw and Brendan Baird are on the floor. Stead and I believe that's Godfrey still having conversations off to the left of the pile. We'll wait and see what comes of that. I will say this, that was a very mistimed hit from Don Goodbye there.
Yeah, it's. I don't think it's an intentional.
Brendan Baird is being escorted to the bench rather than the box. I'm only going to assume that's because of a cut or something. Stead has gone to the box. Cosdy has gone to the box.
I don't think it was necessarily a. There's no intent there again from Don Goodbye, but it's mistimed. It was ugly. It was a bit of an ugly looking hit into the numbers.
Precosdy stands up for the junior player in the side, and Brendan Baird stands up for his coach. You see it week in, week
and those hits are always going to draw a reaction. They always are, particularly as you say when it's a youngster like Josh Shaw. The guys are going to jump in and protect him a bit.
So we wait and see what the penalties are. 25:44 is the time. We haven't seen anything come up on the clock. So what we do know is Harvey Stead is in the box for the Bees, sorry. Ballant Precosdy is in the box for the Wildcats. Brendan Baird is on the bench. I believe, I can't really see from where we are if Brendan Baird is being seen to by the physio. The only reason I can think of someone being escorted to the bench, because Brendan Baird hasn't come off the bench. From where we're stood, we have a perfect view, we can see players having to come off the bench to go to the changing room.
It's still on the bench.
Hasn't been kicked out yet. Ballant Precosdy has 2 minutes. It's gone up on the board. Here we go. 2 plus 2 for roughing for Pecosdi. Harvestead 2 for roughing.
I think that's it.
Brendan Baird nothing. So I'm not. Again, I know the Beeson players. I'm not quite sure how we've come out of that better.
Yeah, I can only assume that because he's got the extra 2 because he was the first guy involved in the scrap, so he's kind of almost got it's almost an instigation thing.
So
but
4 on 4 for 1 minute and 35 seconds.
I'm not sure James Irons is particularly impressed by the delay here.
He's used to elite league officials. He's not used to being back in the NHL. He's slumming it tonight, isn't he, poor James? I think the question is the fact that there's only one Wildcat player in the box. I think that's what they're asking, if there should be a second. I don't think there should be, because obviously Bally is sitting a 2 and 2.
Yeah, but I suppose if there's 2 on the clock, then there's
yes,
someone to come out of the box.
Because there's the Harvestead on there.
Yeah, they need someone to come out of the box.
They do need someone to sit it.
Yeah, I think it looks like I think that's Dylan Lips. He's going to come and serve it.
I was just about to say, pick a face gauge, any face gauge. We're finally ready to go, and the thing of the night is, it's pre-season for everyone.
Yes, exactly.
So face-off will be to the left of Rennie Marr. Billing wins the draw. Johnson can't clear it. Antonov can't get it away from Plews and Johnson. Malasinski will bring away from Mogdo, but Ollie Nags does a good job of getting back. Malasinski still with the puck, finds Billing, loses the hammer for a second. That shot goes wide. Mog spins away from one hit, takes a hit. That one is called, and this is what I mean. If you call that run, you have to call the goodbye one from a minute ago. I'm really sorry, but you have to. Malasinski with the puck, and there's been a misconduct call from the bench. Someone's been lippy, 26-14. So we're going to get a boarding call there. And again, as I've just said, if you call that one, you have to call the goodbye one from before it. And naturally, of course, that has gone down like a lead balloon on the Wildcats bench. So we'll see who got the
I suspect
2 or a 10 there.
I suspect there's a penalty. Aaron Nell's at the front of the bench right now. I don't want to sound like a biased Wildcats fan here, because I'm trying to be as neutral as I possibly can, but I don't see the difference between those 2 hits.
No.
They're both in the numbers, they're both in almost exactly the same part of the boards. One in the arm has gone up for, and one the other
hasn't. No, you have to call both there. So again, pre-season for everyone.
Yeah, exactly. It's pre-season for everyone, and you don't want to blame officials for stuff. They're only human. They are going to miss stuff.
If you do have any complaints, please send them in via Twitter or X to @NickHyamHook.
No, it's
he's going to mute me in a minute now.
Yeah, no, it's just frustrating, I think, because for fans when they see that, and for coaches and players alike, when they see one not go for them, and then one go against them, it's identical, and now I don't know what's on the board.
They haven't put anything up on the board yet. I didn't see who was given the penalty, but it is 2 minutes for boarding, 26-14.
So it was Malasinski, I think, going for the initial hit.
It's Edgar's Bebris.
Edgar's Bebris has gone for the initial hit.
So it's a Bees power play 4 on 3 for the next minute and 5 seconds. Then it'll be 5 on 3 for 25 seconds.
And then it's whether or not there's another 2 minute, or whether there's a misconduct on there.
We're waiting to hear what is announced. It's whether it's a 2 or a 10, I think depends on who it is.
Yeah, I must confess I've never been 100% sure since they changed that rule. It was easier when it was just a 10.
Let's just say it's Aaron Nell for 10, but we'll find out in a minute. But no.
It was a lot easier when misconduct, when abusive official was just a 10-minute penalty.
Yeah.
You knew where you stood.
Bees win the draw. Dongabai with it. Puck finds way over to Balaz. Lots of space now, and the Bees still hanging around the perimeter. Balaz down to Gabai. Gabai to Rossbottom, fans on the shot. Godfrey tries to clear. Balaz able to get there ahead of him. Goes back up to the blue line. Gabai winds up, misses the shot. Blues will clear. Brendan Baird goes back to collect. Baird obviously now back out on the ice. Finds Balaz. Cross ice. Gabai. Blues goes for the side. Does enough to get it away from the Bees coach. Back up to Baird. Balaz gets it under control eventually. Back to Gabai. Gabai winds up. Shot saved by Mar. Balaz goes for the fan out of mid in the air and misses. Baird. Shot saved by Mar again. Balaz from behind the Cats net. Finds Gabai. Steps in. Over to Baird. Baird down low to Balaz. Good moving this from the Bees. Balaz shot saved. Mar. Puck loose. Goes behind the net. Good work from Kobe Tower. Balaz goes back to Gabai. Loses the handle. Works way into the low slot. Mar makes a move. The puck bounces over Balaz's stick. Back to 5-on-3 now as the Bees get the extra man out. Balaz down low, finds Brendan Baird and the Bees are on the board. 27-30. Brendan Baird gets his first back in the black and gold, and it's 4-1. That power play, it felt like it was coming.
Yeah, it did, and
that was a lot better.
It was a lot better. They got the puck much more around the net, and obviously with the extra skater then coming into the play as well, just freed up that little bit more space. There's extra numbers, and Brendan Baird is able to drive to the net and just tuck it in under the pad of Mar.
That was a much better power play from the Bees.
Yeah. Oh, so Chris Jones got the extra misconduct, so it's still a 5-on-3 then.
Right. So now we have the answer to that. Chris Jones got a 2-minute misconduct. So that goal is timed at 27-30. It's 4-1, and it's still 5-on-3.
Yes, for 45 seconds.
45 seconds of 5-on-3 for the Bees. Let's see if this 45 seconds is as good. Antonov at speed will skate straight at Berbers. Antonov shot! Brilliant from Vanya Antonov! Like London buses! Two come along at once, and the Bees half the deficit. It's 4-2. Vanya Antonov with his first back in the black and gold.
That is a lovely finish from Vanya Antonov, and we can see it from the other end of the rink here, but it's a shot from a...
Nick will work on it, we'll get those replays up in a minute.
He's got the puck into, there we go, he's got the puck into the circle just where you want to shoot, and he just found that gap perfectly. It's
that momentary little move just before that froze Edgar Bebris for the millisecond he needed.
I will say this, while Wildcats have the 4-2 lead, I don't think they will be delighted about how, conceding those 2 5-on-3 goals with the way that this period's gone, but you just got to pick yourself up and carry on from here.
So 2 5-on-3 goals in the space of about 12 seconds there. Bebris with the puck now for the Wildcats. That's an errant pass. Smith finds Antonov. Vanya again. Josh Smith. Mar kicks the net off, and the whistle is blown. And I can say Mar kicks the net off as we're right above it.
Yeah.
That is so obvious. Stevie Lyle just smiled.
Yes. You've got to do what you've got to do as a netminder, I think is what we'll say on that one. This is getting a bit hectic.
These last 4 minutes of the game have taken about 25 minutes.
Yeah.
I want to go home.
Yeah.
So, 4-2, everyone breathe. 1 minute 30 of Bees power play to come here. Face off, won by Billing. I don't think he's actually lost one yet. That puck comes loose. Antonov held up by Whitfield. Antonov from Cooper for the second goal. And Mogg. Antonov from Cooper and Mogg is the second one. We'll try and get the assist on the first one when we can. Puck finds his way back to Antonov on the left wing. Cross-ice pass to Harvey Stead. He dumps it in. Josh Smith is there. That pass doesn't quite go to Antonov, but he's able to get back there first. Tips in front. Mar with the save. Whitfield bats it down. Antonov. Cross-ice pass finds Harvey Stead. Harvey Stead shot well blocked by Bebris. Well kept in at the blue line there. Josh Smith read that phenomenally.
Did really well
45
there.
seconds. Will Stead knocked down front and goal by Whitfield. Antonov. That takes the deflection from Bebris, and that will go all the way back to Priest at the other end of the ice. Mogg spins away from one Wildcat. Offside is signalled, so the Bees have to leave it. Wildcats clear. Harvey Stead looks for a man, tries for Ross Bottom. Good work to find Morris. The pass doesn't quite connect, and Tower is there. He loses out on it to Harvey Stead. Balaz, 15 seconds left on the power play. Balaz into the zone. Drops it off to no one, unfortunately. And that will do it, and we'll finally go back to 5-on-5 hockey. Mogg up to Morris. tries to step round Cowley. Into the zone. First goal for the Bees was Baird from Balaz and Rossbottom. And Wildcats bring it away. Jones chips it ahead. Hops will not beat him to it as Jones gets past him. Leaves it for Cowley. Priest taken down in front again. Brilliant save from Brisbane Priest. He had no right to get that. Sam Godfrey had the goal at his mercy. And a flying Welshman stops him.
He was like a giant salmon. Oh, that's a great save.
6'7" and then some.
Yeah, that's a fun. He used all of it. He used all of that 6'7" frame to get to that one. That's a great save from Priest.
I can say this now. You know, co-producer Annika, I think you might need to clip that for the week. Shot in front. That comes off the face mask of Priest, and that will stop us to play.
Actually, I think they called the face-off back. I think it's a...
That had to be one or the other.
So it wouldn't have counted, even if it had gone in.
I saw the shot. Right. Can we just have some normality for 5 minutes?
Yeah,
please?
I think let's settle everything down a bit.
Let's turn it into a no-contact game for the next 5 minutes. No hits, no nothing, no shouting abuse at the referee. Cross ice, takes the deflection away from Priest. Goodbye will collect. Tries to go up ice to Rose. Rose will leave it for Wilstead, is it? No, it's Landsbergs. I'll get that right in a minute. Goodbye, leaves it for Landsbergs. He loses out on it to Smith. Smith brings it away. Hops. Rose. Back to Landsbergs. Landsbergs trying to work an angle for a shot. Llewellyn knocks it away from him. Rose. Big hit from Llewellyn. Crosby tries to set the big Canadian away. Hops decides he doesn't want to take on that battle. Llewellyn goes to the wraparound, loses the handle. Hops. Clearance from the Bees and finds Blues. Drew into the zone, loses the handle. Bees the other way. Shot blocked in front. Landsberg shot only off of Blues' shins. Kept in at the blue line by Mog. No, it's not Mog, sorry. Goes down in front. Llewellyn loses a stick, blocking the shot. Jones takes a hit from Kelly. Godfrey up ice to Shaw, manages everything. Icing waved off. Priest will come out and play it. Almost a disaster there for the Bees. Jones has to leave it as he's getting to the bench. 3-on-2 for the Bees. Shot in front, saved by Mar. Rebound knocked away. Brilliant clearance by Blues. And he will clear it again. Billing off his stick to Harvey Stead. Balaz tries to tip it ahead. Johnson off the boards. Billing tips it ahead again. Bees onside. Good stick work again there for Johnson. Shaw knocks it ahead. Harvey Stead. Balaz gets intercepted by Sayers. He loses out on the puck to, I think, Hops the back there. Cooper. He's trying to bring it away. It's end-to-end stuff in this period.
Yeah.
He's unable to clear again. Wildcats knocking back Johnson. Only as far as Cooper. Stead. Wildcats with it on the blue line. Johnson winds up fast towards goal. Shot saved by Priest. Blues pinches down, tries to get it past Balaz. Finds his way to Sayers, who takes it away from Sayers. Clears the zone. Bounces over Johnson's sticks. Icing will be waved off. Bees able to change what they can. Blues fires one up the boards. That's tipped ahead. Cowley and Tower give chase. Ollie Nags is there. Nags loses sight of it for a split second. That's enough to knock it away. Antonov at speed. At Bedbris. Bedbris is enough to block it off. Tower takes a hit from Will Stead, but still finds Cowley. Cowley dumps it in the corner. Lipsy will give chase. Nags is there as well. Nice, good stick work to take it away from Lipsy momentarily. Held now behind the Bees net. Wildcats try and bring it away. So See if humanity in front. Bean's able to finally clear. Antonov backhand flips it up. Nice. Bebris tries to knock it back. 6:10 left in the second period. Beans almost a brilliant cross-ice pass. Icing waved off. Smith and Bebris in the corner. Smith does brilliant well to get away from 3 Wildcats players. Fortunately, the numbers game is up eventually. Balaz knocks it away from Pecosi for a moment. Pecosi gets it back, finds Jones. Loelle up the right-hand side. He will skate straight through centre ice. Sets it off. Bebris held up. Puck finds way to Balaz. He'll flick it ahead. Turned over. That's going to be an offside. So Rossbottom has to go back as Antonov was skating towards the bench. Rossbottom brings it in. Dumps it ahead. Baird over to Gabai. Finds Kelly. Llewellyn gets his pants pulled offside. Is called. I think that's going down as a penalty.
It's a penalty. It's a penalty. I think for a hook. Sorry.
I think Josh Kelly's being called for a hook. And nice to see common sense prevailed there, and they really tried to kill Rossbottom as he shot when the whistle went.
Yeah. It wasn't a late shot. He was already in the kind of in the movement.
So Josh Kelly, 2 minutes for, I think that was hooking was called.
Yeah.
34-45 the time of the penalty. The Wildcats get their turn.
Yeah.
5 minutes to go in the second period.
I think it's one of those where if you hook someone in the offensive zone and turn over the puck, it's going to get called pretty quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, there was no argument really there from Kelly or the Bees.
No.
Saves. Finds the man down low. Back up to Cowley. Cowley winds up, fakes the shot. Blocked and knocked away by Gabai. Cowley does well to get back there and make sure Gabai can't get the breakaway chance. Veteran experience.
Yes. Yeah,
Cowley up to Tower.
He knew he probably didn't have the wheels on Gabai there, so.
Finds Shaw. Shaw shot in front. Blocked in front and goes into the corner, and the Bees will have a chance to break this time. Goodbye, no one for company. Shaw returns the favour from the hit earlier in the period. Always keep your receipts. Cowley leaves it for Malasinski. Back to the good doctor on the blue line. Shot through traffic is blocked by Morris in front. Puck finds his way round to Malasinski. 1 minute left on the Kelly minor. Back to Cowley. Down low shot from Llewellyn. Puck loose in front again. Mad scramble. Bees do enough to clear it into the corner. Shaw still with it. Finds way to Malasinski. That shot, I think it's come off Priest and gone wide. It might take an inflection. Bees break the other way. 2 on 2. And offside as Morris jumps the gun. To say Mr. Morris didn't agree with that one is an understatement. 3:53 to go in the second period. 38 seconds left on the Kelly minor. Bees with the draw. Morgan knocks it ahead. Bebris finds Llewellyn. Cross-ice pass tipped by Mog. Mog as well to get it away again. Webb into the zone. Shot from the tight angle, straight to the glove of Marr. Marr leaves it for Jones. Malasinski to Llewellyn. Drop pass back to the pole. Finds his way back to Jones. Bebris from the blue line. Malasinski winds and fires. That is blocked in front. Hops with it. Back to Malasinski, under 10 seconds now. Puck finds his way back to Bebris on the blue line. Malasinski, Bees back to full strength. Malasinski down low. We saw this last night. Great save by Priest again. It was quick passing there from the Wildcats. It found Jones at the back door, I think. Priest as well to swallow that one. 3:05 to go in the second.
Yeah, that was a similar scenario to the Wildcats' first goal last night. Kind of just the keep the top unit out there and kind of what you would call the power play embers, I suppose, like the moments after the power play. And yeah, it's a good stop by Priest. We've seen Chris Jones score from that position a lot over the years, so he did well to get across to it.
Face off won by the Bees. cut in by Whitfield. Cross pass, Tower shot, not his cleanest connection, we'll say. These will try and clear it, finds his way up to Antonov. Test deflection, Lipsy held up against the boards. Manages to take it around Nags. Nags does really well to get the stick back in play. Antonov slides it across to Smith. Smith knocks ahead, Marble knock it into the corner away from Antonov. Loose puck comes around to Will Stead. Shot in front from point blank range, Josh Smith puts it wide. Loose puck, Lipsy will win the race to it. Two men for company, Lipsy goes to the shot, straight to the goal. Bruce Hill hold on. I must say, for both teams, the younger players have all been very impressive. Lipsy, Druitt, Shaw for the Wildcats, Hops, Cooper, Nags, they've all done it.
Yeah, Ollie Nags has really impressed in his first, I believe it's his first experience of National League hockey this weekend.
Yeah, second game obviously.
So
he's two-way with the Chelmsford Chieftains this year.
Yeah, he's been really impressive on D for the Bees this weekend.
Shot from Plews, takes a couple of touches, goes into the corner. Another arm up in the air. There's a slash called on someone. And I think it's Tyler Plews. I was about to say, I think I speak for both me and Tom, where we say, not a clue on that one.
I didn't see it, but it's on Tyler Plews.
We'll refrain from comment for that one. 37:50 is the time of the penalty. Wildcats Tyler Plews, 2 for, I think slashing is the call there. So again, the best part of the remainder of the period now on the power play for the Bees and a chance to make this a one-goal game again. Face-off, Mars left. Won by Ballard, holds it up against Jones. Johnson tries to foul on the clearance, harried by Morris. He's able to get it away to Llewellyn. And that is just outside of the blue line. Ross bottom. Goodbye, wheels his way round one, uses Johnson as a screen, and Johnson gets enough on it to block it up into the netting. Both teams, I think, the Wildcats are definitely going to change their forward pairing at least. These look like they're going to keep the full five men out. Billing and Malasinski, the second penalty kill unit out here for the Cats. And Billing can't win the face-off, I think that's the first one he's lost. Goodbye. Finds Baird, Ross bottom, Baird. Goodbye, can't get out from under his skates. Leaves it for Balaz. Back up to Ross bottom. Finds Baird, already with one power play goal. Goodbye. Down to Balaz. Baird, goodbye. Shot, takes deflection, goes wide, bounces off the back of the Wildcats net. Finds his way to Baird. Minute left on the Blues minor. Morris spins away from Whitfield. Ross bottom finds his way back up to Baird. Minute left in the second period as Baird winds up. Over to Goodbye. Down low to Ross bottom, can't get it under control. Malasinski tries to clear, kept just out. No, I was about to say it was kept in and it bounced out over the blue line from Baird. Frustration showing there from Barnes as he skates back to the bench. The Wildcats quite happy to kill some of the seconds down. Johnson winds up slap shot through his own goal line into the glove of Priest, and he's made to hold on by the on-rushing Tower. 36 seconds left in the second period and 28 on the Blues line.
Yeah, again, the Bees, they're moving the puck better on these power plays now, and there seems to be a bit more.
They've had enough practice tonight.
Yeah, they have. But again, it's been so far, 28 seconds left on this kill. It's been solid from the Wildcats. They've done a good job of kind of just keeping the puck clear as best as possible.
Win the draw. Johnson gets his pocket picked. Antonov in a foot race. Marr has to play the puck. Cowley will clear.
That's a dangerous situation for Swindon there, but they dealt with it well.
One man you do not want to give a breakaway chance to.
No.
Bees with one last chance before the end of the period. Stead, Blues out of the box, back to full strength. Hollistead shot, saved by Marr, loose in front, scramble in front, gloved by Bebris. I haven't seen Bebris had his glove on it. And for all of that, we get to the end of the period with more men on the floor than we have standing up.
Yeah. a good old-fashioned pile there, I think, at the end of the
Yes,
period.
someone shouted dog pile and we're all going to go for the puck. We have no idea where it's ended up, to be honest.
Yeah. Underneath Edgar's Beveris, I think. I think he kind of fell on top of it.
Well, as it ends the second period, the Wildcats doubled their lead, jumped out to a 4-0 lead thanks to goals from Chris Jones on the power play and Golawale in quick succession, 2 goals in about the space of 12 seconds. The Bees answer back with 2 quick goals of their own on an elongated power play through Brendan Baird and Vanya Antonov. We go into the third period break with a score of the TSI World Bees 2, the Swindon Wildcats 4, and we'll be back in about 15. Welcome back to the third and final period of Skaters in the Mist.
Yes.
Don't worry, it will clear up in a minute.
I was going to say, the fog has come down during that period break.
So the start of the third period is the TSI World Bees 2, the Swindon Wildcats 4 goals in that period. Reed Sayers and Gail Llewellyn for the Wildcats, put them 4-0 up. Brendan Baird and Vanya Antonov made it 4-2. Shots on goal in the second period, 13 on Rennie Marr, 13 on Britton Priest. And Britton Priest will not be icing in the third period as Brett Shepherd has taken his place. I'm not going to read off all those penalties because there were far too many.
Yes, yeah, it was the whistles were being well used in that period, is all I'm going to say. I'm going to keep it quiet, I'm not going to say more than that.
Yeah, we don't want to get in trouble with either of our bosses who will watch this back on Monday morning.
Indeed.
It's interesting. But yes, Brett Shepherd takes over from Britton Priest in net for the Bees. Rennie Marr still in goal for the Wildcats. Priest did take that knock on the Cats' 4th goal. And as me and Tom both said, it's not worth risking him in a pre-season game. I wonder if we've still got Pavel's number. Too soon, Annika, too soon? Hey, I'm the one that said I think he'd be a brilliant netminder. Only if you got the right paperwork. Who knew the Slovak 3rd division didn't count? So Shepherd back in for the Shepherd in for the third period. Rennie Marr still stands at the other end. You can know it's Rennie Marr because of the pads where they were. Was it a sponsor? Was it that did it bought them for them last year? For Rennie Marr's pads?
Pardon?
Was it a sponsor that bought Rennie Marr's pads last year?
I can't remember who, but there was a sponsor.
Is it Greenlight Consulting?
Something like that.
Yeah. Yes, it's a free advertisement. I should also say Match Night Live powered by TSI World before I get shouted at by Graham and hit by Nick again. Wildcats win the draw. Shaw into the zone, gets his pocket picked by Hops. Bees with it. Rose into the zone. Whitfield knocks it away. Mogg lays it down. Hits it ahead. It'll be offside. Wildcats with it. Stretch pass up to Tao. Tao into the zone. 3Ds to beat. Cumulative sticks in the way there. Knocks it away from the Canadian. Beveris up ice. Finds a wide open Cowan. Tower backhand on goal. Saved by Shepherd. First one on the board. Well, first one of game 2 on the board. Morris. Nags up ice. Knocked ahead by Wolstead. Takes a hit from Smith. Jones up the left hand side, knocks it on. Stead meets the Wildcat forward at the pass. Godfrey goes back to Smith. Llewellyn knocks it ahead. Jones shot, saved by Shepherd again. Wildcats turn it over behind Lee's net. Jones through to the centre of the zone, skates all the way out the other side. I was having this conversation with TSI Director Graham Bad last night, saying about Brett Shepherd starting last night. Even in a loss that he had, the performance will do a world of good for his confidence.
Yeah, he was really solid. Just like he said at the top of the show, Tyler Perry as well for Swindon. Yeah. You know, they'll both have gained a lot of confidence from the way they played last night.
Do them a world of good for when they're needed during the season. It's a long old time.
Yes.
September to the, well, at least the end of March and potentially the end of April
Well,
this year.
exactly. And yeah, you're not going to want Rennie-Mar and Griffin Priest to have to play every single minute of every single game, really.
No. Bees with it. Down low on the goal line. Wraparound attempt is covered up by Mar. 2.5 minutes gone here in the third period. Score remains 4-2 to the Wildcats. Face off to the left of Mar. Won by the Bees. Wildcats knock it away from Webb though. Tower tips it on. Shaw with it. One man to beat. Goes round Baird. Baird does just enough to get the puck away from the young Swindon man. Almost said a very bad word for people from Wiltshire, including Stolian. Cowley. Into the zone. Knocked ahead. Tower. Backhanded to no one. Webb collects the loose puck. Finds Rose. Rose goes cross ice to Rossbottom. Rossbottom on goal. Shot saved by Mar. He will cover it. I was just about to say, I haven't seen Goodbye come out for a shift, and right on cue, he beats me to the punch. I believe the Bees have changed up some of their lines. Banners and Goodbye were with Rossbottom for most of the first two periods. They've now come out with, I think it's still Rossbottom out on this one. Balaz wins the draw and loses out on the puck. Goodbye causes the turnover. Takes away from Beveris. Balaz looks to pass Rossbottom, and that's away from the stick. Wildcats the other way. Good defensive play there by Mogg. Turned over though. Drew it shot towards goal. Goes wide of Shepherd's right hand post. Drew it again. Cooper for company. Cooper finds Goodbye. Goodbye. Tries to go Balaz. Good work from Lipsy in the zone. Balaz just able to muscle the young forward away and get a shot on goal. Wildcats the other way though. One man beat for Alfie Drew it, but Morris pokes the puck off his stick. Mogg chips it ahead. Mar out of his net to settle it down. Whitfield will miss out on the puck to Goodbye. Goodbye loses an edge and...
Well, there's a stick in there from Stevie Whitfield. Whether or not that was the key contributing factor, I don't know, but it's a trip. It's been called.
I think it's called a hook.
It's a hook. It's been called.
44 minutes exactly on the clock. Stevie Whitfield 2 minutes for hooking. Yeah.
The stick is in there.
The stick is there.
Like I say, whether or not Tom Goodbye was going
to be fair to us, we haven't got the best angle.
No, we haven't. It's the opposite end of the ice for us, so we'll leave that one to James Irons. His view.
Face off left of Mar. The Bees come away with it.
I think the Wildcats fans are showing how much they like that call.
Yeah. And that was right in front of them. Stead. I should say Harvey. Shot from a tight angle, blocked in front. Mogg. Down to the face-off circle, gets his pocket picked by Clues, still finds his way around to Antonov. Antonov circles. Down to Wilstead, Antonov back to Mogg. Mogg's shot is very wayward. And the Wildcats can't clear, Mogg keeps it in. Finds Wilstead. Back to Antonov. Harvey from the right hand side. Mogg from the face off dart. Finds Harvey. That pass almost picked off by Jones. 1 minute left on the Whitfield minor. Antonov. Puck finds his way back to Mogg. Mogg winds up, finds the wrist shot on goal. Blocked, saved by Mar. Stead. Over to Mogg. Mogg shot saved by Mar. Rebound finds his way out to the right hand side. That's a wayward pass. Wildcats able to clear all the way back down to Brick Sheffield. Quick passes. The Wildcats go for a change. Bees onside. Harvey Stead. Loses out. Doesn't clear the zone as the linesman keeps it in, but the Bees have to take it back out as Antonov is escorted out of the zone. 20 seconds left on the Whitfield minor. He seem quite happy to regroup from their own end. Goodbye. Finds Baird. Baird drops it off for Morris. Morris tries to find Goodbye, gets taken back by Malasinski, and the Wildcats kill yet another penalty. Rossbottom wheels away from Billing. Rossbottom into the zone. Shot from a tight angle, cross goal. Cooper off the bench, knocks it back into the zone. Rossbottom will give chase. Bebris is there first. Up to Malasinski. Wildcats the other way. Billing wind up shot fired, blocked away by Shepherd. Cowley takes it away from Baird. Attempts to pass to Billing. Picked off by Morris. Billing still gets there. Tower, no look pass. Finds no one. Cooper will find Morris. Cross-off pass to Balaz. Onside is signalled by referee. Balaz is dumped into the balls by Bebris, and Mar will cover up the puck with 13:09 left in the third period.
So another successful penalty kill there from the Wildcats, and we've been saying it all night that Vita Park perimeter. At some point, I guess we have to also give credit to the Wildcats penalty killers. They keep their shape really well in that. Certainly in that one, they were in their box.
Have done a lot is block shots
and block a lot of shots. Yeah.
And again, it's one of those things we know Aaron likes. He likes players to block shots. That's why Neil Lydiard had such a long career with the Wildcats. And still continues to do what's in with Bristol.
Yes.
And the Wildcats will see him next week. But it's a case of they put their body on the line for the team, as the Wildcats go offside with Picosdi.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got to, Rennie Mar's got to be your best penalty killer, but if you can keep the pucks away from him, that helps. Every little helps, and it's got to be a full team effort all night.
And the thing is, they've had to be on it tonight just to the sheer amount. I think that's now 11.
I've lost count.
I've lost count. I think it's 11 penalty kills now.
I will leave that one with you. NIHL stats.
Which I think it's 9 for 11. I'll find out in the week, but I don't do challenge matches. Hops into the zone, shot from point, saved by Marr. Doesn't go the way I think he wanted it to, as it bounced back to where it came from. No icing. Bees play it. Coughed up by Max Tilawele. Finds his way over to Plews. He can't get under control. Goodbye collects. Goodbye. Over to Rose. Into the zone. And that's, I believe, penalty number 12. I must admit, I lost that one because I saw two Wildcats clash into each other as Rose went round them. Is it on the Wildcats?
I think
it's on the Bees. Oh. It's on the Bees this time.
Well, I thought it was going to be on the Wildcats because I thought we had the puck, but apparently it's on the Bees.
It's 47-32.
Whoever that A is.
It's Dan Rose going to the box for interference. Dan Rose had the puck. It's pre-season.
Again, I will refrain from comment on this.
Yeah. Face off left of Shepherd is won by the Wildcats. Debris finds Llewellyn. Malasinski shot. Good save from Shepherd. Had to be sharp to it.
Yeah.
And again, this has to be said for last night. The Wildcats were 0 for 5 last night with Brett Shepherd goals. It's the first power play he's faced. And we all know hockey players don't look at stats and things like that. But us two, being a pair of nerds, sees a line of Chris Jones, Glenn Billing, Thomas Malasinski, Edgars Bebris and Gail Llewellyn, all players who have scored 80 points in this league and similar. It's a stacked power play.
This is the Cats' top unit tonight in terms of, maybe not ice time, but in terms of the players on it.
Malasinski tries to go from the net, blocked by Kelly. Harkup will try and clear, finds his way to Llewellyn instead. Llewellyn, cross ice, finds Malasinski. Sorry, Bebris. Jimmy Beards. Malasinski's shot is blocked by Harkup. Bebris. Download Billing, he finds Tower. That shot goes wide. Bebris with it again from behind the net, tries to sneak one in. Goes through the crease and out the other side. Malasinski will keep it in for the Wildcats. Billing. Back to Malasinski, cross the way, winds up 5 shots off the stick of Shepherd and wide. I'm counting that as a save. Harkup will clear the ice, 1 minute gone on the Rose minor.
It's a some good puck movement there from the Wildcats top unit as they bring out the second unit, but you just see the kind of quick puck movement. You know the plays that they're going for on these power plays.
As you say that, because he crosses it up in his own zone, turns it over, the Bees are quite happy to take it back, kill a few seconds. Brendan Baird will launch it cross ice, but it's blocked down by Cowley. Cowley almost gets his pocket picked by Ballas. Ballas was the league leader in short-handed goals last year, so he's a definite presence on the penalty kill. Again, I think Ballas will have better nights as the year goes on. He only arrived in the country this week.
Yeah.
He was here in time for photo night on Tuesday.
Very important.
Very important
to get those headshots.
Cross-ice pass finds Picozzi back door, and he sneaks one in over Shepherd's leg. And the Wildcats get the fifth. Brian Picozzi on the power play, 49-31.
The Wildcats go back to a play that we know very well from them. It's a similar angle, probably to the Reed Sayers goal. Obviously, this being a one-timer from Ballant. You look at the cross-ice play; it goes kind of through Jack Hops, and Picozzi just, as you say, sneaks one past Shepherd.
Is the man in the right place at the right time, as I said. It seems to come off Hops' skate right to Picozzi.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of him the Bees haven't had over this weekend as well, that bounces like that, but they've just fallen to the stick at the right time to get the quick shot away.
Yeah, exactly.
And Picozzi is the man there to get the Wildcats fifth of the evening. Whitfield, his pass is picked off by Nags. Cosdy from Sayers and Cowley is the Wildcats' fifth goal as Antonov knocks it ahead. Icing is called. He's approaching the last 10 minutes of the game, and I don't know if it's my eyesight or anything, but I think it's getting a bit misty in here.
Yeah, it's getting a bit foggy.
So apologies for that. It's a problem, obviously, that basically every ice rink in the country has had this weekend of the ice is melting.
Yeah, it's difficult when you get these kind of conditions like this, weather-wise.
30 degrees and humid. Ice rinks don't like it.
No, it's not. Hockey is not designed as a sport for this weather.
But apologies if the viewing does get a little worse in the last 10 minutes here. There's not a lot we can do about it from where we are, sadly. Us in the production desk, we're right up in the gods. Godfrey with it for the Wildcats. Up ice to Billing. Tipped ahead. Mogg is there. Finds Nags. Nags takes it away from Malasinski. Antonov tries to find Smith. Deflection takes it down to Mogg. Mogg knocks it ahead. Wilstead is there. Loses out. Llewellyn is able to knock it on. Cross-ice pass finds Godfrey. Godfrey winds up a shot. Shepherd is equal to it, and he will cover up with 9:18 left in third period.
It's one of those things with a 3-goal now lead for the Wildcats where for the Bees they're going to have to, if they want to get, obviously as you said the result doesn't matter, but obviously if you're the Bees are going to want to start pushing here.
Yeah, it's situational gameplay time. The Wildcats, it's all about shutting down a 3-goal game, and the Bees it's how do you get back into it. You've got 9 minutes.
Yeah, to score 3 goals.
Essentially, it's a 9-minute drill to use American football parlance. You've got 9 minutes to get yourself back in the game.
Yeah.
Fortunately, Tom Brady isn't here tonight. Liam Norris with the puck. Loses out, Wildcats with it. Wildcats launching an attack at the right-hand side. Luke Johnson showing his offensive prowess, because apparently he's a D-man now. Harvey Stead, must admit I wish I would have said he was a D-man. I saw him do it for Peterborough last year.
Yeah.
Surprised he wasn't back in Peterborough, to be honest. Harvey Stead knocks it ahead.
Feels like Luke Johnson's maybe a victim in Peterborough of the new age roster rules.
Shot from the Bees, takes the deflection wide of Miles net. There's a few players like that around the league this year.
I feel he's had a very solid weekend actually. Luke Johnson on D, he's been very good as he gets beaten.
Harvey Stead, right on cue. Shot saved by Marr. Loose puck is knocked away.
Commentator's curse there.
Absolutely. We're all guilty of it. Hey, at least you didn't call the game dead in a playoff semi-final for the other team to win. Llewellyn will clear the puck. Harvey Stead finds Webb. Scores it away by Clues. Harker loses out the puck. Wildcats the other way. Tower loses the handle. finds a way behind the Bees' net. Cooper takes it away from Shaw. Tower first to the loose puck. Tip in front by Cowley goes over the net. Antonov does brilliantly well to take away from Bebris and sends Josh Shaw for a trip. Antonov finds Harker. Puck bouncing around over the stick of Baird. The linesman takes a tumble as the Bees try and keep it in the zone. Shaw the other way. Once again, the scoreboard likes it. Bebris shot for the point, gloved by Shepherd through traffic. Good save, unsighted by the end netminder. 7:09 left.
Yeah, that's what you want to see from Eddie Bebris in terms of getting that jump off the point and getting the shots away. And Bert Shepherd, we said he was solid last night, and again gets his glove, gets his body behind it, and doesn't give up a rebound.
Yep, that's important in games like this, even in a 3-goal game. Ballas wins the draw, pinned in the corner. Puck comes loose to the side of the net. Ballas tries to clear, and as far as Malasinski. Bebris over to Whitfield. Whitfield shot goes through everyone. Malasinski off the board behind the net. Whitfield tries to pinch in. Might as well to get it away from him and the second player, and away from Sayers, and clears the zone. Bebris gets there first. Ballas tries to cut the passing lane down. Can't quite do it. That should be icing, but it's been waved off. Wildcats get the change. Ross Bottom finds Josh Kelly. Over to Ballas. Ballas around Malasinski. Loses the handle briefly. Backhand flip, finds Goodbye. Goodbye to the front of the net, takes a few deflections, cleared away. Only as far as Goodbye. Turns, finds Kelly. Ballas, held up by Smith. Wildcats able to bring it away. Shipped into the zone by Billy. Shepherd out of his net to play it. Hops brings it away from Druitt and will start the rush himself. Straight through centre ice, opens up for Jack Hops. Hops with a shot, blocked away by Mark. Wildcats trying to ring around the boards. Bees keep it in the blue line momentarily from Morris. They still do with Rose. Rose tries to go back to Morris. That's picked off. Wildcats the other way and again shut down. Hops dumps it into the zone. Landsbergski's chase. Held up behind the Wildcats net. 5 minutes to go. Puck finally comes clear. Wildcats try and clear it. Lipsy. Nags holds him up into the balls this time. Cleared only as far as Morris. Morris chips it back straight to the glove of the Wildcats forward. Morris does well to hold him up momentarily. Legally, I should add as well. Hops finishes the job. And we'll wheelie round as the Wildcats go for a change. Mogg leads the rush up ice for the Bees. Cross ice pass. Attempted to by Clues. Finally able to clear. Wilstead with Jones there. Couldn't find Llewellyn. Now the Bees have a break. Wilstead finds Antonov. Antonov tries to go back to Wilstead. Finds just the glove of Marr. 3:57 to go. And we said it 5 minutes ago. For the Wildcats, it's all about shutting this game out, and the walls are going up.
Yeah, exactly. With a 3-goal lead, there's no need to do anything silly at this point. You've just got to play sensible hockey, and that's what they're doing. You want to try and keep your shift short and just keep the puck away from your net. Yeah, so far they've managed to do that.
Wildcats win the draw. Shipped ahead. Malasinski gives a chase. Mogg beats him to it. Bebris wings it around the board. Takes a fun bounce off of the door. Comes back to Bebris. He will pass again down to Malasinski. Billy back up to the blue line. Bebris tries to find Whitfield. Down low to Sayers. Held up, Billing. Whitfield. Down low to the goal line. Malasinski tries to go back to Billing. Good block there on Webb. Puck still finds his way to Malasinski. Cooper there, not letting him have a moment. Beveris. Hark up the company. That passes wayward. Landsbergs will clear the zone and go for a change. Wildcats launch Ross again. Shucked into the far corner. Wildcats with it. Good pass into the zone. Shot on goal. Saved by Shepherd. Rebound loose in front. Shaw couldn't quite get there. Goodbye. Finds Ross bottom. Good stand-up deep play there. Didn't see who by for that one.
I think it's Sam Godfrey.
It is Sam Godfrey. Stead. Shaw for company. Goes back to Brendan Baird. Bounces off the back of the cage. Baird over to Ross bottom. On his way round one. Balaz goes back to Ross bottom. Ross bottom trying to go to goodbye. And there's the third for the Bees. Good work from the forward line, and the coach gets this on the board. 57-53. It's 5-3.
Kind of felt that if the Bees were going to get a goal back, that was the line that was going to do it. And it's a really well-worked move here.
We get the Wildcats goal again.
Oh, that was the Podolski goal, but it was a really well-worked move. You've got Gabay as the man over. It's similar to the Buele goal in the second period. You get the man over at the back door, and it's just tucked away by Dom Gabay, who we know isn't going to miss from there.
No, the freedom of most of the net to aim at as Miles drawn to his left. And there's only one result there as Dom Gabay gets his first goal of the season. That's final 2 minutes of the game, 5-3. Stead gloves it down at the blue line. Backhands it through. Plews there, collects it, finds Johnson. Back up to Llewellyn. Rose. Held up by Blues. Llewellyn. Cross ice. Blocked. Still with the Wildcats forward, Llewellyn. Cross ice tries to find Blues. Shot from a tight angle, blocked by Stead. Beats for a goal. Goodbye from Ross Bottom and Balaz. Harbour Stead brings it up centre ice. Landsberg's shot, that's wide of everything. Only Nags straight off the bench. Nags still with it. Nags doesn't give up on the play. Well done there by the young D-man. Wildcats able to bring it the other way. Pass from Johnson misses the stick of Cosby. Wilstead bumps off Malasinski. Gives it away to say it's inside the final minute now. Cross-ice pass tipped ahead by Billing. Finds Mogg. Wilstead. Kelly. Looks to start the rush. Smith can't get under control. Whitfield finds Malasinski. Malasinski in off the right-hand side. Happy to play it into the corners. 18 seconds to go. Smith with it. Finds a wide open Vanya Antonov. What was Eddie Beveris doing there? Vanya Antonov is bundled down.
The scoreboard doesn't like that.
Scoreboard did not like that one. I didn't like that one. Wildcats the other way. As we enter the final second, Whitfield can't get under control. That will do it for this first challenge weekend as the Wildcats take the Sunday night game 5-3. 1-1 in that final period. A goal from Balin Pekozdi on the power play, tucking one in over Brett Shepherd's leg and under his glove. The Bees get one back in the final 2 minutes with Dom Gabay, but the Wildcats take a deserved 5-3 win here on the Sunday night here in Slough.
I think both teams, both coaches will be fairly happy with what they've seen over the 2 games this weekend. I think, you know, there's definitely things to tidy up on. I'm sure Aaron Mel will want less penalties. Less penalties will be the message there. I think for Dom Gabay, I think you'd like to see the Bees get more to the net, get more kind of penetration
Needs to be
a bit more clinical. Exactly. You have 6, 7, 8 power play, whatever it was tonight.
I think it was 11. I'm trying to do the maths in my head. I think it was 11.
11 power.
We finally got the Bees' third goal, just working overtime. Ballas heads to Ross Bottom, slides it to goodbye, and that is
it's a lovely finish.
Easy.
Llewellyn and Whitfield both get drawn to Ross Bottom, and it just leaves Goodbye open. And like I say, he's not going to miss that. But
no.
Yeah, I think the Bees will be, on the whole, encouraged by what they've seen. Obviously,
I think it's one of the things. There's a lot of new faces on the team this year.
Yeah.
They've got to get used to all that style of play.
Yeah, exactly.
The signs are there that the team is going to be a lot better than what it was last year. And again, we've seen momentum do funny things in sports. If a team gets rolling, it's all to play for. And there's nothing I've seen from the Bees this weekend that suggests that we need to be disheartened with the performances. Yes, obviously it's 2 losses, but it's 2 losses by an empty net goal last night, so 1 goal loss really, and then 2 goals tonight.
Yeah.
Against a team that's going to be up there and thereabouts at the end, right at the top end of the table at the end of this year.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the Wildcats will be happy as well in that tonight they've been a bit more clinical than last night. They've taken their chances. They've been able to try some stuff out, and the new signings have all impacted the side. But yeah, I think both teams. It's been a good workout for both teams and a good kind of way for them to get going. Obviously, with another week of challenge games to come before the season.
I think it's interesting you say about Aaron Nelsley. We'll go back and watch his tape on Monday and what he picks up over the weekend. Obviously, like I said, you want him to be a bit more. You don't want them to necessarily change the game plan and going out and hitting people, but you would like to see it be a bit more restrained. You're not going to be able to give away 11 power plays a night and not be punished against teams this year.
No, and whatever your view are on certain penalties or certain incidents, you can't. There were penalties in there that were just not necessary to be taken. So yeah, it's something that needs to be tidied up for sure. And even at the end of the game, there was a rather industrial tackle, shall we say, by Eddie Bebris on Vanya Antonov. I know.
Eddie Bebris had clearly been watching the Rugby World Cup before he got
exactly.
into that.
I know with 15 seconds to go in a 2-goal game, unlikely to make much difference there. But yeah, obviously you want to clean those little things up because you will get punished on another night.
Man of the match is obviously both teams. There could be a lot of contenders for our side. Man of the weekends, obviously, I think we can both give them. The Wildcats, I'd arguably say it's got to be Josh Shaw for the weekend. In terms of the weekend, he's looking brilliant. Gail Llewellyn is going to be a force for the Wildcats this year, personally. And there we go, Josh Shaw gets man of the match again. He's been brilliant this weekend. If you get that Josh Shaw week in, week out, the Wildcats are going to be laughing.
Yeah, he's shown his speed, and tonight he got the goal that he probably deserved. And yeah, he's been such a hard-working player. He's going to be pushing more senior players, I think, in this lineup for ice time as the year goes on, which is a great competition to have.
We said it earlier in the night. The amount of the juniors for both teams were really impressive tonight. Shaw was up there, Druitt, Lipsy, Jamie Smith at the back end. It's an interesting Wildcats team, that's for sure. Yeah. As they will go for a lap of honour to the crowd that have remained on this very humid, muggy Sunday evening. Wildcats, I don't think are back until, I want to say, November. Yeah, it's a while. I don't know. It's a while. Off the top of my head, but Russ Cowley's gone the other way to everyone else. Yeah, Russ Cowley does what he wants. He's allowed to. He's retiring. Exactly. No, so, Wildcats fans, if you have joined us tonight either in the ring or on the stream, thank you, of course, and we hope to see you back here or on the stream next time. And if it's a Swindon game, you can bet that Tom's going to be here doing this with me. Yeah, probably. Most likely. If you hate it that much. No. Always happy to be asked. As in the Wildcats, obviously, it's Bristol in challenge matches next weekend, home and away, and first game of the season, test for Tom. Who is it? First game of the season? Sheffield. Sheffield still. I'll ask you this one. What's the trip you're most looking forward to for this year? Oh, that's a tough one. I mean, I know you definitely got to get up. Definitely got to try and get up to Solway at some point. You can't. No. Got to try and get up to one of those Solway games just for the new rink. But I always love. There's certain places that are always fun to go to. Ice Chef was always a nice one because good food. Good food. I haven't been there. That's the problem. Yeah, it's good. Marcel Ballas with the shirt of his backfield, I should say. I think Josh Smith is presenting a signed warm-up jersey to the designer of the Young Epilepsy warm-up jerseys. You can still own and loan those if you go talk to the Bees Supporters Club. I know there's a certain section of the Wildcats fan base that would be interested in that. The warm-up jerseys are still available to own loan. So the man of the match of the Bees, again we said there's numerous names for the Wildcats, and tonight it goes to the man who probably should have got it last night. It's Adam Ross.
I didn't know if you were going to ask me to predict it, but he was the guy I was going to go for. I thought he had a really, really good game tonight again.
A really good weekend. If you get the Adam Ross bottom, if he's available for 3/4 of the season,
it's a big piece.
It's a big piece of the Bees lineup. Again, a lot of good players, a lot of good performances from this team for this weekend. Ollie Nags, like I said, first taste of National League level hockey has been fantastic. Jack Hops has been brilliant as well, and just nice to see the new players gelling in well, and it's only going to get better. Brett Shepherd, I feel I should say, is probably the player of the weekend for me personally.
Yeah, he's had a really solid,
pleasant surprise.
Yeah, he's been it's exactly what you want from a backup goalie.
Well, the Bees will go for their lap of honour to the fans, knowing that even though the result hasn't gone their way, the performances have been very good this weekend, and they'll have to be very good next weekend as well. When we're back, I'm back, you're not, Tom.
Yeah.
I'm back Saturday night when we welcome the Raiders in the no-name derby and the Everyone Active Shield, its third iteration. The Bees won it the first time round in 2021. The Raiders won it in 2022. And who is going to take the rubber series, really?
The trilogy.
The trilogy concludes. Are we getting Return of the Jedi or Revenge of the Sith?
I was going to say it's like Lord of the Rings, but 2 ice hockey games are significantly shorter than that.
I don't know. It depends on the referees, doesn't it? So yes, the Bees are back next Saturday in the last of their challenge weekends, and then we're back for our first league game of the season on the following Saturday, the Peterborough Phantoms in town. The National League season does of course kick off on the 22nd, the Friday night as well. Might make it work, it just for the moments. Quite funny. Oh, it's time to go away. Well, I think that's all we have to say for tonight. We'll leave you with the last few shots of the players on the ice. Tom, have you enjoyed yourself this evening?
I certainly have, yeah. It's always good. It's always good to be here.
You're more than welcome to come back, not just for Swindon games. I always need help up here, otherwise Nick beats me.
Poor Nick.
I know.
It's only pre-season, he's already getting bullied.
He misses it, he loves it. He's missed me for the last 4 months.
The look on his face tells me he's not convinced.
Yeah, it tells me otherwise. Well, from me and from Tom, we will see you next Saturday when we welcome the Raiders to town. 6:30 face-off here in Slough and on the stream. As for us, good night.